We sat in that third pew from the front for 40 years of Sundays. Your hand in mine, your hat just so, those slow and holy Sundays. The windows caught the morning light and turned the oak pews gold, and you would squeeze my hand each time the hallelujah rolled. Now I sit alone and stare into the amber stained glass glow, and feel the space beside me like a wound that won't let go. Old Reverend Collins asks about me in his gentle after service way. I tell him I'm alright enough to make it through the day. The choir starts in on Precious Lord, your favorite every fall, and something in my chest undone comes crashing through the hall. I hold the hymn book open to the page you always turn, and sing your part beneath my breath like a lesson never learned. Faith says you are somewhere holy, somewhere past the ache, but faith and flesh don't always meet before the Sunday break. I believe it with my spirit, Lord, I believe it's true, but belief don't fill the pew space, doesn't feel like you. The church bells ring, but you're not beside me. They call me home to somewhere that's become a grief. The church bells ring with voices that remind me that joy and loss are neighbors underneath the same belief. I'll keep on coming, keep on sitting, keep on holding on, because the bells don't stop for anyone, and neither does this song. The church bells ring, and you were here, and now you're gone. The new young family moved into your side of town this spring. Their little girl dropped her hymnal, and the echo made it ring. She looked at me with brown eyes wide like she'd committed sin. I just smiled and picked it up and slid it back to her again. And in that moment, something cracked wide open in my chest. You would love that little girl, you always loved them best. Lord, I don't know how a man keeps praise inside a broken frame, how he lifts his voice in worship while he's calling out a name. But I think the ancient hymns were written by the shattered and the torn, by people who kept singing through the losses they had borne. So I'll raise mine up in that third pew and let the ceiling hear that love and faith can coexist with grief, and I am still right here. The church bells ring, and you're not beside me. They call me home, and home is both the balm and the burn. The church bells ring with voices that remind me there are some sacred sorrows that a man must simply earn. I'll keep on coming, keep on sitting, prayer to the faith that we belonged. The church bells ring, and darling, all I know is love lives on. The church bells ring, and I will meet you when they finally call me home.
I pulled that cardboard box down from the closet shelf last May, the one I sealed up tight the morning after you went away. The tape had yellowed corners soft, the smell of cedar through, and there we were in black and white, me 19, you just knew. The county fair, the first dance, the '72 Chevrolet. Lord, we were something beautiful before the years had their say. There's one of us by the river on that cold November day. You're wearing my flannel shirt and laughing clouds away. I don't even remember who took that picture or the why, but I remember exactly how your hand felt against my side. There's a birthday card you wrote me in your careful cursive lines, 7 words that still undo me. You are forever, you are mine. The dust has settled on these images like snow on winter fields, but underneath the dust and years, the love inside them yields. No fading corner, no bent edge, no silence can erase the whole of what we built together in this photograph space. I found our forever between dust and photographs, in the creases of the moments and the echoes of our laughs, between the posed and the unguarded, in the imperfect and real. I found our forever in the things that photographs still feel. The world said forever was a word too big to keep, but here it is between the dust, still wide, still warm, still deep. My son sat down beside me as I laid them on the floor. He didn't know this history that lived behind that door. He picked up one with both of us at Christmas, young and bright. Said, "Dad, you look so happy there. You look so full of light." I said, "Son, I was, and that's the grace of photographs, you see. They hold the truth of who we were before the world weighed down on me." I put him in an album that I'd bought but never filled, with little captions underneath each one, the way you always willed. I worked on it for 7 nights, the lamp burning low and late. And when I reached the final page, I finally understood the weight, not of loss, but of the gift, the sheer astonishing grace, that I was in the room with you, that
I was in this place. I found our forever between dust and photographs, in the creases of the moments and the echoes of our laughs, between the posed and unguarded, in the imperfect and real. I found our forever, and it's the realest thing I feel. The world said forever was a word too proud to keep, but it's right here between the dust, still wide, still warm, still deep, still wide, still warm, still impossibly completely deep.
We used to climb the water tower just before the light would fade, and watch the sun go down past Harlan County's amber shade. You'd lean into my shoulder and you'd say, "This one's ours tonight." Like every golden evening was a thing we owned by right. The whole of Tennessee spread out like a quilt in the decline, and I think no man alive has something better, something more divine. You moved to Nashville with your dreams and your guitar case in the fall, left a note beneath the screen door, "Sorry, that was all." I understood it, Lord, I did. Some fires have to burn elsewhere, but understanding doesn't stop the wanting and the where. I stayed here with my daddy's land, the creek, the old wood mill, and every single evening climbed that water tower still. 20 sunsets turned to hundreds, hundreds turned to years, everyone in shades of amber soaked with different tears. Sometimes longing, sometimes peace, sometimes a quiet thank you, Lord, for letting me love someone real enough to still afford. Every sunset here still looks like us, all that golden rose and the gathering dusk every time the light bends low across the hill. I feel the warmth of who we were, I always will. The world turned on, we turned apart, and life filled in the rust, but every sunset here, still everyone still looks like us. I heard you on the radio 2 winters past, a Christmas song. Your voice was bigger, braver, Lord, you'd grown so strong. I sat there in the pickup in the general store lot and cried, the kind of cry that carries every unspoken thing inside. I was proud and broken all at once, the way only love can be, when someone else's best life is the life they took from thee. I don't live in the bitterness I buried that out back, somewhere between the pumpkin rows and the winding cattle track. What I live in is the gratitude that I got to stand right there on top of that old water tower with your wind-blown hair. That I got to point at something vast and hear you call it ours. That for a time the whole of heaven moved in smaller hours. Every sunset here still looks like us, all that golden rose and the gathering dusk every time the light bends down across the hill. I climb that tower, close my eyes, and feel you still. The world turned on, we turned apart, and life filled in the rust. But every sunset here, from now until the day they call my bluff. But every sunset here, from now until the day they call my bluff. Every sunset here will always, always look like us. It sits beside the window where the morning light comes through. The same blue spotted porch you claim the summer we turned new. The wood is warm, smooth on the arms from 30 years of you. The left side runner's slightly cracked, you never wanted it renewed. Said cracks just mean it's been somewhere, been something held somebody's weight. Lord, I swear you knew 100 things the rest of us learned too late. My sister said to put it in the barn or sell it at the fair. They said it wasn't healthy meat, just sitting staring at the chair. I told her healthy was a word designed for people without loss, that grief has its own calendar and doesn't need a boss. I sit beside it every evening with my coffee getting cold, just me in that old empty chair and everything it's told. The mockingbird comes back each spring and lands on the left arm, like it's checking on your absence with a curious, careful charm. I wonder if the animal sense hollows left by love, or if I'm just an old man talking to a chair. And the birds above, I never moved the rocking chair you loved, never pushed it back, never covered it up. I never moved the rocking chair you loved, because moving it would mean I gave up. The world says grief should have a shelf life, darling, have a date. But some loves hold the furniture and some
never moved the rocking chair. I never could, I never will, too late. Last October, when the maple turned its deep and burning red, I sat down in your rocking chair, first time since you were dead. I held the arms where your hands wore the grain down warm and thin, and rocked the way you used to rock, slow, steady from within. And something cracked inside my chest, not broke, just open wide, like a door I'd kept bolted, letting in the outside. The chair creaked just like always, and the porch boards gave their groan, and for a breath I didn't feel completely, utterly alone. The evening fell like grace across the yard and the old fence line, and I said thank you for the chair, the years, the privilege of mine. I don't know what the dead can hear, I don't know what gets through, but I spoke out into the Tennessee dark and rocked it back for you. I never moved the rocking chair you loved, never pushed it back, never covered it up. I never moved the rocking chair you loved, because moving it would mean I gave up. And darling, giving up on you was never in my frame. You cracked and worn and beautiful, you loved me just the same. I never moved the rocking chair, and in my heart you're rocking still your name. I never moved the rocking chair, and I am glad I came.
Left in August, when the wheat was standing tall and gold. Said you had to find the life the small town hadn't told. The truck was running in the driveway, engine warm and low. I stood there on the porch and watched and told myself to let you go. The wind came through the field that morning, soft and long and clean, and moved the wheat in waves so like the one you gave last seen. Daddy said the wheat would tell me everything I'd need. Said fields have voices, and a wise man knows to heed. But fall I worked the harvest hard and tried to work you out, threw myself into the rows to quiet down the drought. But every time the evening wind came rolling from the east, it brushed across my face like you, a ghost that would not cease. I planted something new each spring to grow past where you went. New rows, new crops, new reasons for the long days being spent. But wheat comes back like memory, it comes back every year. And And August comes back hardest, and your leaving stays most near. The wind through the wheat still sounds like goodbye. That long, slow rushing underneath the August sky. I hear it every harvest, feel it in my hands and chest. The wind through the wheat still sounds like goodbye. I never rest. Some mornings it's a morning song, some evenings it's a prayer. The wind through the wheat still carries you, still carries you in air. Word came back through mutual friends, you'd built your life out west, that you were painting now, that you were happy at your best. I held that news the way you hold a bittersweet hard thing, relief and loss arriving on the same breath in the spring. I walked out to the wheat field in the last of evening light and said out loud, be well, wherever, be alright. There's a grace in letting go that takes a lifetime to arrive. The understanding that another's freedom is their right to thrive. I'm not the same man standing where that truck backed down the lane. I'm older, softer, quieter, and finally free from the refrain. But August still comes every year and levels all that growth, and the wind comes through the wheat fields, carrying both, carrying grief and gratitude, the currency of both. The wind through the wheat still sounds like goodbye. That long, slow rushing underneath the Tennessee sky. I hear it every harvest when the gold stands tall and free, and I think of you wherever, and you think of me. Some mornings it's a morning song, some evenings it's a prayer. The wind through the wheat still carries you, forever in the air. The wind through the wheat still sounds like goodbye. And I am finally at peace with why. If this wind ever carried someone away from your fields, leave a light, let this song know it found a home. Tell me in the comments whose name rides through your wheat, whose goodbye you still hear when the August evening breaks. And if these Tennessee roads feel like yours, subscribe and walk them with me, because some goodbyes deserve a song, and some songs deserve to last.